growing a personal brand is difficult. It's hard. It takes a lot of time. You're going to have to become a content creator, a director, an editor, a storyteller. There's so many different things. And when you get good at those, you become the personal brand. And the personal brand is pretty much the person that goes front and center of the business to win business. It's not always easy to do. And I think that sometimes we can muddy the process a little bit. The idea is that you need 7 hours in front of someone before they consider buying your shit, pretty much. Now, this was from a Google study, I think ages ago, and I'm pretty sure Daniel Priestley in his book Oversubscribed said 7 hours of you, 11 touch points, 4 pieces of content across 4 modalities. And the idea here is, let's just imagine that that's true, that you need 7 hours. And I look back to it and I told you about that time that I was really desperate and I just went live. And the reason I went live wasn't building a personal brand. It wasn't to get 7 hours. I went live because I didn't know how to edit. I didn't have a camera. I didn't know how to chop up pieces of content and put it out. So I was like, I'm just going to get my phone. I'm going to put it on a tripod, Facebook Live. I take a deep breath, go, hit live. And every day I went live because I didn't know how to make content any other way. And I was kind of wondering, why have I got so many people doing business with me? And it's because people were sat and watching me for half an hour every single day, like a TV show. I started working with my manager because he messaged me and went, mate, if you can hold people for half an hour on a live stream, you could do live events. He was like, this is a no-brainer. So if I was doing half an hour a day, that means within 2 weeks of people watching my lives, they'd hit that 7 hours. So if we just imagine that this is a rule, and for some people it could be 10 hours, some people it might be 3, but rather than getting really caught up in the intricacies of content creation, short form, hooks, setups, payoffs, algorithms, TikTok shop, all of this stuff, imagine if we were just saying, yo, we need to get 7 hours in front of people. So if we say the average Instagram video is a minute long, that's considering that they watch the entire minute, which for most people is no, they're just not going to. But let's say it is. So if you wanted to get that 7 hours in front of someone, posting 3 times a week, it's 2.5 years. Posting 5 times a week is still 1.6 years. That's a long time. And no offense, but if I said to you guys, hey, if you post on Instagram, you'll have an online business soon. Oh yeah? How soon? Yeah, 2-3 years. You're like, oh, it's not really that sexy. So if we're going to use short form content as a means of getting, and I'm not shitting on short form content, bought my house, set up my life, sold out Hammersmith Polo, sold out the Sydney Opera House. Don't get me wrong. It did a lot for me, but trying to build a personal brand with very short pieces of content, I think is not the meta play, because I'll be honest, when I look at some of the other people in the lineup, I can actually see behind their eyes, some people are getting a little bit short with the process of creating short form content. It's a daily grind. It's turning up daily. You're having to compete with a lot of low quality content creators. Before TikTok, it was people that had a camera that knew how to edit that were putting out content. But then when TikTok came along and CapCut and the app, actually any fucking idiot can create short form content. So suddenly so many people are fighting, and you've got AI, you've got scripting, you've got all of these hooks. When I look, for instance, in jiu-jitsu, if I'm against someone bigger than me, I'm not going, or they're stronger than me, I'm going to think, what is this person's weakness? I'm going to fight them there. I'm not going to go fight them where their strengths are. So when I look at short form content, I'm like, that looks pretty competitive. I might just fuck off to a space where they're all shit. And YouTube is a good space for that. So 1 minute, 2.5 years, let's go look at YouTube for a second. And again, same rules apply. Because if you say that the average YouTube video used to be 13 minutes, it's now 11 minutes because you ADHD fucks, no doubt. But it's just some raw maths here. So that means that if people are watching my videos for 11 minutes and I posted 3 times a week in a quarter of a year, in 3 months, we could suddenly have that person accruing 7 hours. Again, of course, that means that they're going to have to watch quite a considerable amount of that. So I'm not saying here that YouTube is better than short form. I'm just saying when you're going to protect the longevity of your career, and for the next 5 years, you young fucks are going to be fine posting out content every day. But I kind of burned out twice in my career. And I'm now at a point where putting out 2 videos a week and just stepping back is fucking nice. Don't get me wrong. You still got to eat shit for a few years, people. By the way, you got to eat so much shit. You forget what it tastes like to not eat shit. But after that, this is your exit strategy, right? So don't jump the gun and get into fucking YouTube, all right, mate? Eat your shit, enjoy it, bomb, burn out, go dead behind the eyes like Adam Sullivan in his most recent reels. Then after that, come to YouTube.